Hey everybody, what's happening? Jason here, live from the live room in the Chop House. Headed up a contest last week for you to send some questions, and I would answer them on a video. And we ended up getting a lot of great questions from all over the world. Christopher Sanchez, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hi Jason, I'm a big fan of your music and your painting. Right on, man, thank you. How are the creative processes similar and different when you're creating a new song and a new painting? A lot of similarities. I feel that a lot of the paintings are direct relation to the music. The brightness, ugliness, and or beautiful vibe or intensity or whatever of the painting is the same as the music is the same as the painting, intensity-wise, right across the board. Because it comes from these hands and this, it has this very, very tight relationship. And because over time, playing for so long, doing a lot of improvisational playing, where you really have to tap into creative things to let it just kind of channel stuff as it comes to you. The more you channel, the more you develop the channel. And so in the music I do that now as I compose the songs when I'm on my own, composing all the songs on the EP, all the songs that are going to be on the LP, those were composed in my own thing as I hit my channel and got it on. Usually under the full moon. I get my computer out as the full moon is building that week. All the LP songs, well at least half of the LP songs were all written under full moon waxing. And get the computer going, guitar, and just go. But channel it, don't think about it too much, just do it. Same thing with painting. Figure out kind of roughly some of the colors I'm going to mess with. There might be some kind of a documentary or information that I've gotten or something that I'm taking off on for the text. And I'll start working on what the story is going to be. I don't ever plan what the painting is going to be exactly. Just whatever happens, happens. I want to make sure I get in a certain amount of information when I get in those certain colors balanced. Other than that, I just let it fly. Same with the music. I know how to play in a couple of keys. I play the shit out of them. Get those couple of notes and play the shit out of them. And make as many songs as I can out of those notes that I know. Don't pretend to know any of that fancy stuff or anything. Don't do any of that stuff because I don't know. Keep it going like that. Go for what you know. That's it right there. So the painting and the music are very, very similar. And that was a good question. Okay, Charles Dudley from Portland, Oregon. Is there anything you're into that might surprise your fans? Do you love classical music, rap, Bulgarian folk music? What kind of albums do you have that fall outside the realm of what you'd expect from a typical metalhead? I have way more weird or what you would unorthodox music to a metalhead than any kind of metal. I mean, I've got the metal that I grew up on, and I'm the Sabbath and Priest and Maiden. I got all those things, full collections and everything. I try to keep up with the newer stuff in Mastodon and Lamb of God and Machine Head, Sepultura, whatever's happened through time, Caius, all those things that I end up liking. But for the most part, if you were to come and hang out with us at a dinner with the band recently and I put on the disc changer or whatever happens, it's going to be quite diverse. There's going to be old blues stuff, and there's going to be Ice Cube, and there's going to be Black Keys, and there's going to be old blues and Albert King, and man, I mean all kind of styles. And actually Bulgarian folk music, yes. There that that female chorale thing that's famous, those recordings of all those crazy voices of those women, that's Bulgarian, and I love that shit. And rap music, I like Cypress Hill a lot. I think Eminem is a flippin' genius for real. There's a lot of music out there. I like whatever the purest music is. I think I would have to say is my favorite. People that invent their own instruments from different countries. I listen to a lot of music in other languages. You pick up on different colors of things. Whatever you pile into your head, then you can regurgitate out through your hands as you make music. And that's really, I think maybe, it's not a secret, but it's what I do a lot for sure. I try to pile in as much stuff as possible so I can pour it back out. So there you go, man. I don't know if that surprises anybody. I think anybody that's paid attention to Metallica or my own stuff for the last 15 or 20 years or whatever, they know that I have a wide array of tastes in music, and also what I like to play a lot of different styles of music on my instrument as well. So there you go. Dimitar Gurov, I think maybe, London, UK. What do you think your life would have been if you were not a musician? logically it would have been something with animals, because I spent most of my time with animals before I ever got into music. So from a little kid up until 14, 15, or when I really ever started studying the bass, was always had to do with creatures and critters and that vibe. So there's always a relationship with animals. I did veterinary science studies as early as like 12 years old in 4-H programs and stuff. I saw a lot of heavy stuff as a kid involving animals' life and death. And, you know, seeing a cow born or a horse born when you're 6 or 7 years old, like right before your eyes, that shit will last. I mean, that's forever. You know, I learned life and death from animals. And so that's, I probably would have had something to do. That definitely is where I was steering before I got bit by like Kiss albums and whatever I could steal out of my brother's record collections, basically. So that was it. I still love animals very much. Big part of my life. Sean Johnson, Nampa, Idaho, says, as a lifelong metalhead, what I am most curious about is, at this point in your life and career as a musician, how does your excitement and anticipation for the upcoming tour compare to when you were first starting to work professionally? Is it the same, more, or different? So, since I already tasted like the top of the mountain in the metal scene, at least, and I know what that is and how hard it is to achieve it, and I've been away from it so long, between those two things, I'm really extra excited, more than I would be for the next coming tour for an Echo Brain or a Voivod or lots of more Metallica shows even, because I'd already been there as high as you could go with those things. This is a new challenge. I'm assuming many new roles in this thing, wearing a bunch of different hats. Lead vocal, writing all the songs, my name's on there for the first time, taking it out. There's a lot of hype that I just got created by putting the record out, not anything that I really generated so much. So living up to all that is very exciting. That challenge is very exciting. That's this thing, you know, I'm doing this thing because I want to do this thing. The Metallica's done very well in their lives and their careers. Everybody knows that. It has made this possible for me to do to these other bands and, you know, make this happen like this. Because we did so good and I've been able to do pretty much what I wanted through my life, I've had to create challenges for myself. And if you don't create challenges for yourself when you're in that situation, you're going to end up, it's just going to end up soft. You're going to end up soft and your brain's going to go away and all that kind of crazy shit. You know, cats that win the lottery or cats that do the some kind of .com thing or whatever, and they're not ready to have that much dough. And they forget how to create challenges for themselves and they just lose it with whatever it is, man, stimulants and things and sex or gambling or whatever the hell. You know, totally different thing. You gotta create challenges for yourself when you have all the time in the world. And so, because I've created this challenge for myself, it's really important that I follow through with it and prove to people I got this. I got this. So that I would say, right now, I'm more excited about this than I know I've been about anything for a long time, but it would be in comparison with big Metallica shit right now, because it's important. It's that important. Milo Dominguez, St. Petersburg, Florida. Do you have any advice for bands just starting out? I do. Be patient with the people in your band. Don't take things personally, most importantly. Don't get too high or drunk or buzzed before you play. I can't say anything to anybody about getting your buzz on. I have no ground to stand on there. But I'm just recommending that you be cool with it. Choose your times to take it too far. And don't have the, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, get a buzz on or whatever. But don't do that when you're playing. Don't do that when you're trying to construct the thing that, like, you're going after your dreams or whatever. You know, don't mess with that thing. You're chasing that feeling that's so fucking cool. Don't screw up that feeling. Wait till you're done jamming, whatever. But don't do it in the jam. And have as broad listening practices as possible. It's fine to be a metalhead. It's awesome to be a metalhead, right? But doesn't mean you have to be tunnel visioned. There's many other colors of music and everything that can make your metal better. I promise you. So those are the two things. Be open-minded. Just open-minded enough so your brains don't fall out. Stick to your guns, right? And don't get too fucked up when you play. Jonathan Myers, Albany, California. That's close too. This is great. So I'm bringing my kid to his first concert ever at the Newsted show in Walnut Creek. He's a big metal fan. So that got both of us wondering, what was the first show you went to, and how old were you, and who did you go with? So this is great. I like telling the story. So I was 12 years old, and I was still a farm kid, like full on. Ted Nugent was playing at the Notre Dame University Athletic and Convocation Center, Indiana, South Bend. And some neighbor kids who were a little bit older than me, a little more experienced than me, were cool enough to let me ride in the car with them to get there. I still had horse shit on my boots. I didn't know any better of what was going on or anything. They, dude, you want to go? You want to go? You got a ticket? You bought your ticket? Da, da, da. And it was, I can't remember. I still got the tag on an album somewhere, $350 or $450 or something it was to go to that show back in 1975. And I got in there, and those cats disappeared. So I was just kind of there by myself. And I watched the first band, I can't remember who it was, and then Nugent comes on. And I'm looking around, and I go see, there's the concession stand, so I get a 7-Up and an ice cream cone. And I smell it, it's this funny smell, you know, like a smell of brown dirt weed with seeds burning, and I didn't know that's what it was then, but that's what it was. And people getting all loopy and stuff. And I'm watching them, ice cream cone, just sugaring up, you know, because that was my high, man, right? Dude's swinging from, he got the loincloth on, he's swinging from PA speaker to PA speaker, and wah! Doing that thing, and chicks are just showing their boobs. And I'm like, this is a concept. He's got something here. This is freaking rad. And then, not long after that, some couple grades higher kid had a Kiss album he brought to school. That was it, man. It was over. A couple years later, got the bass and carried on with that. So, Ted Nugent, Notre Dame, when I was 12. And there you go, man. Changed my life. And just look at you now.